Myth, if you go into the comments on the Raiding Workshop channel thingy, if you click on session 3, it's got keybinds and clicking.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Mithy, didn't you watch last time's?
No, I haven't watched any. This is my first visit.
Slacker.
I know.
No wonder you suck so much.
Does everyone know how to back their interface folder up as well?
That's
in
a
case
good
they
point.
reinstall or switch machines, because you can lose a lot of work otherwise, or you can make changes and have to do it all again when you don't like it. It's a good
Something I've
idea to
recently
keep dated backups of your interface folder.
That is something I recently done. I've backed up on a little peg that cost me a couple of quid, and it's just got my WoW interface folder in case it ever corrupts or anything. I've got it backed up. That's one thing that does take some serious amount of time, especially if you have a lot of old.
See, I play with the default interface because that's what they require for arena tournaments, and I'm quite competitive that way.
That's fine for for arena. That's all perfectly well and good. It's just with certain mechanics in a PvE encounter, you can always make your life easier. But I was the same. I mean, I think at the start of this expansion, I didn't have a UI. I didn't even use DBM because I felt it was more challenging to use it, but not to use it because it annoyed me every time there was an add-on update. You wouldn't be able to use your UI because it was outdated. But then actually, when you try it out and then you realize how good they actually are for performance-wise, you'll realize they really are worth using.
Yeah, I did that when I upgraded from XP to Windows 7. I copied the made a copy of the folder with the interface and also the WTF files. So when I logged in, I let it create those and then just replaced those, came back in, and all my add-ons and what was on the screen was identical to when I had it in XP.
I found that I've only recently just switched computers and I'm still tweaking things now that just aren't right. They weren't the way they were when I'm used to. So you'll find it saves a lot of time doing it. Sure, those that don't back up their files don't also back up their PC files either at the same time. Which is something you should get used to doing.
Yeah, definitely. If you get hard drives failing or anything like that. I mean, if you use sort of a cloud storage space, like I use Dropbox, if you've got anything that you want to store in there. I don't know how secure it is, though, for any secure data, so I'd suggest looking that up first. But any secure data that you want, you're probably worth just backing up to an external hard drive. I mean, if you're really going for it, you should probably store that in a remote location as well, just in case there's a fire. But it depends how far you want to go with being safe. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers anything. Are there any more questions? Okay, well, next week I will cover the macros part of it then, and obviously Flibber's massive list of add-ons. So thanks for coming.
It's huge.
And I will catch you later.
I one for you,
Thank you.
Keno, is how you deal with tanking when you're tanking multiple ads and you don't know who's got which. Which tank's got which ones. Is a raid member tanking one of them ads? Something I can't fucking deal with. Try so much, but I just can't do it.
Really, it's a case of you have to have some sort of trust element with your other tank, really, but I do tab through, and I always can see target of target, so it's just a very quick tab thing. And if the name is a DPS, then I'll just taunt it.
So you actually use the target of target part of the UI, do you? That's
Yeah,
something I don't
that's
do
on
with
tank,
DPS.
yeah.
The DPS and the healer, I've never had it activated, so I don't even have it activated as a tank. Now maybe that's probably what it is.
That is
That
really
helps.
helpful. Yeah, I mean, prior to actually having coloured nameplates like that, that's the only way you would be able to do it. I'm just used to it from in the past, just tabbing through, and also just tabbing through to get aggro. Tab through, devastate, tab through, devastate. The old way of doing it before.
Yeah, I mean,
had
I've got the nameplates with different colours, but sometimes it's like, well, it's red, meaning that I don't have the aggro, but then it could be the other tank that has it. But is it the other tank, or is it the actual, the mage that's is impatient with this fucking aggro?
Yeah, so that goes. Yeah, I would just target it, and then you can see target of target. If it's on the
Yeah.
tank, you can leave it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey guys, are we finished?
maybe.
Don't know. Have you? What's the question?
Because I need a tank for Flex 4.
Well,
It's a chance to get your
gotta
Claxi
shoot off,
achievement.
guys. Right, thanks again.
Thank you too.
Oh.
See you later.
Is there any tank available?
Sorry, I think my connection's going. I'm gonna have to relog.
Cado, I'll bring you some chocolate with the whiskey.
Oh, don't bring me chocolate. I'll just eat that. That's not good.
I use it as a brabbing tool.
L top entered.
Right, well, I'm gonna go AFK for a bit. I might be able to help you when I come back. So thanks again, guys, and I'll speak to you in a bit.
See you in a bit.